Good evening. I have mained every WeiLong since the GTS2. The GTS2 was actually my first speed cube, not this one. It was a stickered non-magnetic one. And then the original WRM 2019 was my first magnetic cube. And then later I mained the GTS3. My last main was the RS3M 2020, which isn't a WeiLong, but it's as good as one. And my current main is the WRM 2020, which I absolutely love. I would not hesitate to say that this is my favorite cube. And now, there is a new member of the WeiLong family, and I am so excited. So, I don't know, this might break the chain of me maining every WeiLong because I like the WRM 2020 so much. But I'm cautiously optimistic, not even cautiously, I know this is going to be a good cube, but I don't know if it's going to be the best for me. But there's only one way to find out, so let's do that. Oh boy, it looks exactly like the other worms. Let's move these guys out of the way. All right, so first let's have a look at these things. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the Megaminx guy, right? How to make the MoYu box and how to put a cube together. Okay, interesting. I have a video on this too. All right, let's look inside the box. We got the regular spare springs. We've got two empty things. Usually these come with spare magnets, but I guess you don't need them since this cube has adjustable magnets. I will get into that in a little bit. What the fuck? Wait. MoYu changed their screwdriver! Oh my god. No way. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this. I've grown attached to that MoYu screwdriver. Anyway, there's some stuff down in the bottom there, which I want to get at without spilling everything everywhere. What the fuck? Oh, they are bits for this. Oh my god, how do you put these in here? Oh, like this. Okay, that is very difficult. This is, what the hell? Okay, this isn't coming out anymore. I wonder why they gave me 4. I hope they don't, like, break easily or something. You use this to adjust the magnets. Okay, cool. Now, what I've been waiting for and what you've been waiting for, why is there dust inside the cube already? Come on, let's get this out of here. All right, okay. Definitely has a different outer surface than the other worms. The original WRM 2019 was glossy. The WRM 2020 is matte. And this, it is matte, but it's a little bit of a different matte than the last one. It's like less matte. It's like semi-glossy, I think. Yeah, that's what I'd call it, semi-gloss. But it's not semi-gloss like the X-Man Tornado. The logo sticker is off-center, which makes me want to commit a war crime. But yeah, let's get some measurements. So how much does it weigh? 77. And the 2020 weighs 73. And the original weighs 86. Wow, that's a chunky boy. Right, so this is pretty decently light. It's just a little bit heavier than the 2020, which is something I was concerned about. I was concerned that since it's so much more customizable, I thought it would be like kind of heavy, but it's not. And I can tell by holding it, it basically feels the same as the 2020. All right, and now let's measure it. So, everyone says the WRM 2020 is 55.5 millimeters. It is not. It's like 54. What the fuck is the? Oh, it's in inches. It's like 54.7, 54.8. It's literally less than 55 millimeters. Where the hell? Where do you get 55? You're literally like almost an entire millimeter off. Okay. I need to calm down. MoYu probably just measured it wrong, and so it says like 55.5 on every product page, and not everyone wants to measure their cubes. But yeah, PSA, the WRM 2020 is 54.7 millimeters. It's like basically 54.5 millimeters. How much is this one? Ooh. It's exactly 55, maybe a little more than 55. Okay, so that's actually good for me because I have pretty big hands and the WRM 2020 felt small to me. But yeah, now that that's out of the way, I guess all that's left to do is first turns. Oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with this cube? What on God's good earth is wrong with this thing? There is something terribly wrong here. What? Okay, this is the driest cube I have ever felt. There's not a drop of any sort of moisture in there. What the fuck is happening? Jesus, that's terrible. It feels tight, but it's not. What's the corner cutting like? Okay. What's corner cutting? Never heard of it. What is going on here? There's no way. Why? Why is it terrible? Literally. Okay, like obviously there's something wrong with this. Like obviously I need to lube it or like something. All right. Oh god. Well, at least I don't have to clean out any factory lube. Jesus Christ. Let's do the good old Stardust and Lunar combo, since that's definitely what this cube needs. 4, 5, 6. Okay, now let's break that in. Okay. All right. Okay. Watch this. Yep, that's what this is supposed to be like. Lube your cubes, guys. It's not just a scam to get you to spend money. That... yeah. That's Stardust now. Oh my god. This is feeling fantastic now. Okay, that is the power of cosmic lubes. Jesus. All right, let's solve this thing. It definitely needs some break-in and also some setup. So far though, I'm liking it, but it's definitely too early to tell. Let's look at the pieces. It looks pretty similar to the Worm 2020's pieces, except, oh yeah, it's got a capped piece design instead of a split piece, which every other Worm has had. So here's the Worm 2019. The 2020 is the exact same way. The piece is like split apart like this. With this, instead, it sort of has like a piece body and then caps on it. So I'm expecting that to change the feeling of the cube a little bit, but I kind of hope it doesn't, but we'll see. Let's check corner cutting now. Okay, so maxes out around line to line here, which is utterly ridiculous. Oh wait, nope, that's where the reverse corner cutting starts. So there's like a little spot around here where it doesn't cut. If you're doing that in solves, you have problems, not the cube. This is feeling amazing though. It feels really similar to the Worm 2020, which is good, in my opinion. But yeah, this definitely needs some customization. I'm gonna tighten the springs just a little bit. Gonna put it on 2 clicks, because that's what I have it on my Worm 2020. Hey, wait a second. There's no spring noise. That's always been a problem with like everything MoYu releases. It just has terrible spring noise out of the box. Look at that. Amazing. Does that mean they lubed the springs? Because if they did, that makes no sense because they didn't lube the fucking cube. So in case you don't know, you put this thing on here and turn it counterclockwise and it makes the springs tighter. And then if you turn it all the way, you'll hear like a bigger click. And that means you're back to the loosest setting. Super simple. I love it. And then there's just like a regular screw. Oh yeah. There's magnet adjustments on this. That's what this is for. So what setting is this on right now? It is on 1. What? That's why they gave me a bunch. The thing bends. Look at that. Does it adjust both sides? No. Okay, I see how the magnet adjustment works now. So there's little numbers in there that you actually can see, even though they're like tiny. You stick this in, turn it clockwise, and then there's 5 settings, and you can't turn it counterclockwise. If you turn it counterclockwise, you break the tool pretty bad because this is actually like super soft plastic. I don't know why they made this so shitty, but yeah, you just turn it clockwise. Once you hear a big click, that's when you know you're at like the default setting again. So right now they're all on 1. And that feels pretty strong. I think 1 is like the strongest setting, which if it is, this isn't like too strong. This does not feel like the strongest setting a cube should have. So let's have a look here and see. Does it say, hello? Nope, nothing here. Does this say anything about it? Excuse me? There is nothing mentioning the magnets. All right. Great, so I'm gonna assume these are strong. So these feel like a strong moderate. These, like the X-Man Tornado V2, the strong magnet setting is ridiculous. It's so strong. And I think that's a good thing for a cube with adjustable magnets. But this is like a moderate strong, which I mean, like, yeah, if you like strong magnets, you'll probably be fine with this. Let's put everything on the weakest now. Okay, so there's 5 settings, so I need to do 4 clicks on all of them. All right, they're all on the weakest settings now. Yeah, so 5 is definitely the strongest. This is super weak. This is like way weaker than the Worm 2020's magnets, which a lot of people say are super weak. They're weaker than the RS3M's magnets, which people literally buy extra magnets to put in this because the magnets are so weak. You can literally barely feel the magnets. All right, let's put all the center caps back on this and see. Oh no. Oh no, I've made a mistake. All right, all the center caps are back on the right sides, and let's try turning now. I think I like this magnet setting. I think it needs to be a little stronger than this. All right, I'm gonna tighten the screws by just a bit. Where is my screwdriver? Here it is, my classic red MoYu screwdriver. I don't know where I got a red MoYu screwdriver from. Normally they're blue, but I think it suits me. Wow, this blue side is like way looser than the others. I don't know about you, but I cannot turn cubes without the center caps on. Like, most people are fine with it, I think, but I just can't do it. All right, now let's see how it is. Yeah, this is pretty good. The magnets are like really weak. You know what? I'm gonna put these on the second weakest instead of the weakest. Oh my god. In order to make the magnets one like increment stronger, you need to turn it all the way around. Why can't they just let you turn it backwards? That makes no sense. All right, magnets are on the second weakest. Wow, they are still ridiculously weak. I kind of like it though. All right, let's do a solve. All right, I think that's pretty much all I can say in terms of my first impressions. So far, this is looking like a very large contender to be my main. But yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of solves on this, and then I'm gonna tell you my thoughts right now. All right, so after multiple weeks, over 5,000 solves on the cube, blood, sweat, tears, and a little bit of glue as a snack in between, I think I'm finally ready to give my opinion on it. The Worm 2021 is fast and light like its predecessor, but the turning feeling is really different from any other WeiLong. The WeiLong line is known for a super smooth, fast, gliding feel, but the Worm 2021 is papery and sandy with lots more friction. It honestly shares a lot of traits with GAN cubes like the XS and 11, which is pretty surprising to me, and what's even more surprising is the fact that I actually don't mind that much, because usually I do not vibe with GAN cubes. The performance, of course, though, is fantastic. Great corner cutting, minimal lockups, you get the idea. Although sometimes I do get corner twists, but I'm pretty sure that's a me problem, because it's been happening to me on every cube I do solves on lately, and I have no idea why. Please help. The customization system on this cube is pretty good. You guys already know I love MoYu's tensioning system. It's super simple, yet gives you tons of options, but the magnet system on the other hand is kinda dumb. You can only adjust the magnets in one direction, and if you mistakenly try and turn it the other way, you have a pretty good chance of breaking the tool since it's actually made of really shitty plastic. This is pretty disappointing since it seems like an issue that could have been fixed with just a little more thought. But hey, I haven't had a thought in weeks, so I get it. For my settings, I ended up using looser tensions, 2 clicks on the spring adjustments, and the weakest magnets. During my unboxing, I felt like the magnets were super weak overall, but as I've used this cube and broken it in, I've started to feel the magnets more. I think that's because as the cube breaks in, it becomes more effortless to turn, and that makes the magnets feel more prominent. Sort of like how the objective strength of the magnets in the Guhong V4 aren't that strong, but they sometimes feel super strong since the cube is really light and fast, so it basically gaslights half the cubing community. This cube is also really responsive to lube, which makes it even more versatile. I personally used my usual combination of Stardust and Lunar, but for some reason lighter lubes like those just really don't last as long in this cube. Although since this cube responds to lube so well, I only need to add 1 or 2 drops of each to get it feeling good again. So then, that leaves the question, am I switching to the Worm 2021? Well, go ahead and leave your predictions down in the comments, because I don't know. You see, the Worm 2020 is just so fast and effortless to turn, and with the Stardust and Lunar combo, the only way I can describe it is it just feels unstoppable. The Worm 2021 doesn't really give me that feeling. Its turning has a lot more friction and isn't nearly as effortless. However, I have been getting really good times on the Worm 2021, including my first sub-6 single. And another thing is, like I said, the Worm 2021 has been getting more and more effortless to turn as I break it in. I've done over 5,000 solves on it, so I'm not sure if it'll break in any more than it has, but I've done over 50,000 on the Worm 2020, so maybe I need to do that on the 2021. I guess we'll just have to see. But yeah, I think it goes without saying that I highly recommend this cube, especially now that MoYu released the Worm 2021 Lite, and since the only thing that's different about it is the accessories come in a cardboard box instead of a plastic one, that's definitely the version to get. And with that being the case, that makes it tied with the X-Man Tornado V2 as the cheapest modern flagship. I think aside from the RS3M 2020, those are the two cubes to get right now. The choice between them though, it's a little more difficult. I think the Tornado might be the better option for people with rougher turning, or if you want something slower and more stable. And the Worm 2021 is the one if you have lighter turning or if you want something with lots of speed. I also feel the need to mention the fact that some people have had issues with the Tornado's corner cutting, although I haven't had problems with it, but if you're super wary of that, then the Worm 2021 might be the cube to get. Also, to compare it to the other WRMs, I think this one might not be your favorite if you really love the previous WeiLongs. I think I'll still recommend it over the older models because of the price and just the fact that it's a fantastic cube, but if you've watched reviews of the other worms and they sort of speak to you, probably go for those instead. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you want to buy any of these cubes, the Worm 2021, the X-Man Tornado, the other worms, the YuXin Panda, you should get them from speedcubeshop.com and use code DRAGON at checkout for a discount on your order and help out my channel as well. Leave a like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and follow my music channel. I have 2 really good songs coming out soon, and I don't say that lightly about my music. So yeah, you don't want to miss those. But yeah, see ya.